300 foster parents short.
We're still at a pretty big need, crisis situation.
The Department of Family Services, also known as DFS, says they don't have enough homes to house the kids in need.
About 100 children in Child Haven that are waiting for a foster home. We estimate that we need about 300 homes, though, to adequately meet the need.
DFS says it has changed its recruiting efforts, taking a more targeted approach and breaking it up by age group. Their biggest need is homes for babies to 6 years old. They are also trying to keep siblings together and find them a place to live, and are of course in need of more homes for teenagers.
We have developed plans for each of our recruiters where they are targeting maybe businesses and organizations that provide services to a 0 to 6 population. So we're going to places like libraries.
DFS is partnering with businesses through a program called Proud Partners of Clark County.
That is for any businesses or organizations that decide that they want to help us to recruit or retain foster parents. So that could be anything from providing our materials to your customers or your employees.
This year alone, they have placed kids in about 15 homes.
And while that may not sound like a lot, we have not had a net gain of homes in over 5 years.
By the end of this year, their goal is to get foster kids into 40 homes. In Clark County, I'm Danny Maston, Fox 5 News, Local, Las Vegas.